Yo, what up, Nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. You know that most hated dude with the incredible mood reporting live to you from NSK Russia right now. And I don't know, this might be a long video because I just have a lot of shit to get off my chest. A lot of things to talk about, so I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. I have no idea because it's going to cover a lot of stuff. But first, I just want to let you guys know where I am mentally right now. Since September hit, I guess you can say I've planned on, for lack of a better term, calming down. I planned on just relaxing, calming down, spending time at home watching football and playing Diablo 3 because I love Diablo 3. But I mean, I am doing those things. But I'm still distracted by other things at the same time. I thought I would be kind of, a little more cut off from the outside world. That's what I thought. But lately, I've been noticing that's not true at all, and things are starting to go in the other direction. I don't know how it happened, but I really planned on not going out much, not partying much, not drinking much, stuff of that nature. But it looks like it's not going to stop. And I got to talk about health too. I got to talk about all that stuff. So first, I'm going to talk on 3 different points. Right now, I want to talk about health is wealth. Then I'm going to talk about my current mentality and how, not my mentality, but how things are for me at the moment and why, and maybe something else. So first, let's get to the most important thing I want to point out, that health is wealth, people. I first heard that from Earthquake. He's a stand-up comedian, and he spoke about how, who is it? Not Bill Gates. The guy, the famous guy who makes the iPhone shit. He was talking about how he died because he had a bad liver. This guy had all the money in the world. Not all the money in the world, literally, but he had so much money. More money than he could count. He had so much money, he had to hire other rich people just to count his money. You understand? But yet, he died because what he needed was not for sale. His liver wasn't working, and there was nothing he could do. Basically, that's what Earthquake was saying. And he was like, isn't it interesting how there's homeless people outside with maybe $5 to their name with good livers, walking around smoking crack, eating anything, drinking alcohol and all that stuff, and they're absolutely fine. And then I thought about it. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people just continuously worry about their money, and they neglect their health. Now, I'm not the photo, I'm not the face of health. I know that, I drink a lot and all this stuff. But I make sure to take care of myself in other ways. You know what I mean? I definitely take care of myself in other ways, and I try to take care of people next to me too, so they could be okay. And that's very important to me. I want to be good, and I want the people close to me to be good as well. So remember, health is wealth, people. You definitely gotta keep that in mind. Like, I know in America it's much harder. Like out here in Russia, I can go any day, get a checkup, pay the smallest amount of money at a good doctor, and just walk off, knowing my results quickly. Maybe in total I paid $40 for everything, and if I gotta fix something or maybe get some pills, it's much cheaper, and I don't need a prescription out here. Out here, it's very rare that you need a prescription for anything. It's very rare, if ever. Out here you could buy, I could be wrong, but out here I think you could buy anything without a prescription. But I just know it. Every time I go to the drugstore, the pharmacy, I see shit in there that's just over the counter. Everything's over the counter that you usually need a prescription for. I'm like, God damn, you could just get that? You could just get it. You just pay for it and you got it. You know what I mean? So that's typically how it is out here. So for me, there's definitely no excuse for not taking care of my health out here. It's so cheap, it's very affordable, and I just wanted to remind you guys about that before I get to everything else because, take care of yourself. Try to get some, if you don't make that much money, I believe you could get free healthcare. I don't know how it is now. I haven't been in America in 2 years, and I haven't messed with the healthcare out there in 3.5 years. I've been doing everything out here. Dental, everything. I've been doing it here. It's even to the point where I think I'm going to need to get a Russian visa again, because when I leave, I want to be taken care of out here. You know, it's much cheaper. I don't have to go through no bullshit, and I just get it done. You know what I mean? Like I really think I'm gonna do that. I'm always gonna keep Russian visa as long as I can, so I could come out here, hang out for a few months, and get taken care of and all that stuff. Then just go back home. I might even have to get a little vacation spot out here because I think I'm always going to be connected to Russia. Now, to me, in Russia in general, right now, as it stands, September 16th, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling very good. I don't know exactly how to express it. And I'll just stick to the topic. Sorry, I almost went off. But I don't know how to express it properly and respectfully. But I'm in a real good spot. Real good spot because of it only takes one person to really change something in someone else's life. It only takes one person. It really does. One person, whether it's a guy, whether it's a girl, whether it's a family member, whether it's sexual, whether it's not, whatever. Not saying family member, it could be sexual, but I'm just giving examples. It only takes one person to just flip you. This one person could change everything about how you feel, what you think, what you do. One person. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but anyone can. If you're 18 or over, everyone can pick one person in their life who's flipped things for them more than anyone else. Especially if it's not a family member, because that will definitely stand out in your mind. But everybody can point out that one person who, wow, if I didn't meet this person, I would have never done this. If I didn't meet this person, I would have never done this, blah, blah, blah. But for me right now, and it seems especially in the past, I don't know, since September started, I'm meeting a lot of these people now. Like right now. A lot of these people, and I met Jean-Marc in the summer, that was cool, but other than him, I'm meeting a lot of those people now. Like a lot of these people who I feel can have a heavy effect on my life, I'm meeting them now. And not only that, a lot of these people, it's not like I never saw them before, but they were people I was very interested in. And then I just found out they're just as interested in me as I am in them. And it's really flipping me out because it happened like the last 3 times in a row and I didn't know. I've always said something. I've always said Russians are bad actors because they're used to showing their faces. They're used to being honest and expressing their feelings. That is not true when it comes to pretending like you're not interested in someone at first. It's not true. But once they know you and I'm like, hey, is something wrong? No, everything's fine. I know something's fucking wrong. Like that never gets past me. But like a lot of, especially the girls, they have like this face, this behavior. Like when you like first see each other, like you could be with a group of people, she could be with a group of people, or you could be with the same group of people, but they pretend like you're not interesting. Like they say hi and like look the other way, and especially the gorgeous ones. So then you immediately think as a person, all right, this girl is gorgeous shit. She's not interested in me. Of course, I'll leave her alone. Like you think that. That's like the logical thing to think. But it turned out the last 3 encounters I've had with people I spoke to, I realized those 3 things were wrong. 3 times in a row within 3 weeks. So it's like, how many other times have I been wrong? How many other times have I been wrong about, oh yeah, they're not interested in talking to me or anything, they don't like me? How many other times have I been wrong? And it's not only me, how many times have you been wrong? How many times have you been wrong about that? You ever thought about it? Because I can tell you this right now, everybody has admirers, whether the admirers are on a high level in your opinion or a low level in your opinion, but everybody has admirers, everybody. Because I don't care who you are, there's been at least one day where you were walking in the street somewhere, or whatever the fucking public, and there's a person who you also find attractive, whether they gave you the attention or not, but was thinking, I'd love to talk to this person, I'd love to get close to this person, but I'm too shy to say something first. Everybody's gone through that, but you don't know because you just walked past the person. You don't know. You just don't know. So what does this mean? Well, what this actually means is don't jump to conclusions. What this means is be humble. You know, because I was chilling last night and I was hanging out with some people and somebody, she said something and I knew what she was doing. This girl has really good English. She said something and I knew exactly what she was doing. She was having a conversation with someone and I was having a conversation with two girls. I'm chilling. I'm in one of my favorite bars here. No, my favorite bar. The quarterback of the football team is there and everything's cool. So I'm doing my thing and I admit at times when I look at myself from the outside, I know what it looks like and I know why, you know, I guess some people may not like what I do or they may not like that I'm always around girls and stuff. I mean, I get it. I understand it. But I gotta give props to Russian guys because they do their thing. You know, they may not like something, but they won't do anything crazy unless it's actually, you know, a necessity. Because other than that, I'm surprised no one ever walks up to me and says something stupid. You know, not saying they should, but you know, I'm honestly just surprised that doesn't happen. But anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm with these girls, and the girl next to me, who is a girl I know very well. So I shouldn't have been surprised. I heard her talking. She said basically something to the nature of, you know, some guys, you know, think they're cool. They think they could get anybody they want. Like, that's exactly what she said. And like, she said it a little loud. And I'm like, oh God, like I knew what she was doing. And then I was right. Before I left that night, you know, she basically showed me that's what she was doing, you know? But anyway, what I want to say about that, because it didn't piss me off at the moment, but I knew I'd make a video about it. One thing I don't like about people, when people are happy, they're enjoying themselves and things should be going better than that person could imagine, they're positive. A lot of people, I'm not sure what it is. It could be jealousy, even girl towards a guy, girl jealous of a guy, it could be guy jealous of a girl. It could be, you know what I mean? But what I don't like is people will do anything they can or say anything they can to not to make that person feel bad, because, you know, mostly those people you talk about don't give a shit, but it's like they say these things just to bring that person down in someone else's eyes. You know what I mean? Because maybe they actually feel that this person feels he's this or that, or this person feels he's this or that. My thing is, I don't give a fuck how anyone feels about themselves. I care about how they treat other people. That's it. Because other than that, you're not a psychic. And why does it matter how this person feels about themselves? Has this person ever disrespected you at any time? Has this person ever disrespected any of your friends at any time? No. You know what I mean? Not at all. So, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people who think I'm the man. I could do everything I want. I don't care about none of that. How do I treat people? I tell girls all the time, I am the most honest dude you ever meet. And I got a lot to talk about this video. I'm the most honest dude you'll ever meet. If you're a female. Guys, I mean, I don't lie to guys, but I'm not just that straightforward with dudes because there's no reason. You know, we don't do certain things together. So there's no reason for me to be so out in the open, straightforward, and honest with them. But with girls, I am that way. So yesterday, I asked somebody, I said, do you think I'm bad? And she goes, yes. And I'm like, how am I bad? Like, I wanted to know. I was very curious. But what's interesting is this person is in a relationship. And this person is doing bad things that they're not supposed to do outside during the relationship. And basically lying to the other person. Whether the other person is lying or not too, you're both being dishonest. And I'm the bad person? So that's what I don't understand. A lot of people would call a girl a slut if she goes around fucking everybody. I don't believe that. I don't call a girl a slut because she has sex with a different guy every night. That is what she wants to do. She's a grown woman. She's 18 or over. That's her business. You feel me? I think a girl is a slut when she uses her sex as a weapon, armed with dishonesty. So for example, a girl will go like this happened to me not too long ago. This is something else I want to talk to you guys about. A girl would smash one guy. Then she'll smash his friend and tell that friend, don't tell your friend we smashed. I can't do that. That's not in me. I mean, I'm a loyal dude, whether it's to my homies or whether it's to girls who are close to me. I'm a loyal dude and I cannot do that. So once you try to tell me, don't tell your friend this, when I feel he needs to know because I don't know how much my friend likes her, I'm gonna tell him. You know, I mean, if you don't want people to know what you're doing, kinda, how do I put it? If you don't want people to know what you're doing, keep it like one person per group, basically. One person per group. So for example, if you hang out with the soccer team this day, then you hang out with your drinking buddies this day, and they're all separate groups, don't mess with more than one person in that group. Because then you'll develop a brand new image instantly. You'll get an image instantly. Once you mess with more than one, guy or girl, once you mess with more than one person in a group, you develop an image. And once you try to tell one person from that group not to tell the other person from the group, you develop a bad image. But you know, some guys do that shit. They're like, yeah, okay, I won't tell him. Yeah, I won't tell him anything. He doesn't need to know. If that's your boy, he needs to know. Same thing with girls. If that's your girl, she needs to know. You know what I mean? She needs to know. In my opinion, but that's just me. I'm a loyal dude for whatever reason. You know, sometimes I don't know why. You know what I mean? I really don't know why. But the people in my close circle, you know, my OG, Jean-Marc, he's the same way out here. You know, he was fucking hanging out with the mayor 2 days ago. This dude is big time. We talk about this kind of stuff all the time. You know, we meet up and stuff. And whenever I have any questions about loyalty, whether to friends or girls, I talk to him about it. And he'll let me know. You know what I mean? And last night, I was buying bottles and shit, not paying attention to how much it costs. And shit came out to like, fuck, $55 for 2 bottles in total. I know that ain't shit, but I usually wouldn't do that, but I wasn't keeping track. You know what I mean? But Jean-Marc was there, and I was happy, so I just paid for it and split. But like, you got to be loyal, man. Loyalty is a lot. So today we spoke about health, loyalty, honesty. Like, I'm going off. I got a lot more to get off my chest and shit. But those things are important. You know, I never want to get caught up in some kind of. I never want to have to say to a guy, one of my friends, whether it's a guy or girl, oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I didn't tell you. I forgot to tell you. I was going to tell you. All those things mean nothing. You know, if you ever want to tell somebody something, you would do it. You know, you text, you call, you do. I mean, the only thing I can understand is when a person wants to tell you face to face. But even with that, you should still text the person and say, hey man, next time we meet, I have something important to tell you. Like, so in that way, you can prove that, yeah, I was going to tell you. I wasn't hiding it from you. You know what I mean? So, other than that, man, Andre's doing his thing. Andre's, how do I put it? He has a new, I think I might have told you guys, but he's doing his thing in a new way. He's the MILF hunter. I'll get to that some other time, but yeah, he's doing his thing. Gotta give Andre a shout out there. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I don't think about it that much, but once in a while, man, I think about my image and the things I do, and you know, and sometimes I just don't understand how the effect I have on the city, the effect I have on international relations, not international relations, but like multiculturalism in a city, because I rarely ever see other black guys out at night. It's so rare. Yesterday I saw one. He was out at night, and of course, every black person I meet, I exchange names and phone numbers every time. So I approach him, and we're at the same couch surfing group, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, you know, where you from, this and that. And I'm like, how long have you been here? Thinking this dude's gonna say maybe a few days. He's like, 2 years. I'm like, you been here for 2 years? Where the fuck were you? Where the hell have you been? Dude, I've been out every fucking week. I've never seen you. Where are you? Do you go out or what? But apparently not. It's like most black dudes don't really go out that much at night. If I've been out on 100 separate nights, I've ran into another black person at night maybe 3 times, if it's not like unplanned. So there's a 3% chance when I go out I'll see black people, when there's way more black people than that. Like, if the average black person in the city went out and partied like everyone else, or just socialize at bars and clubs, whatever, you don't have to party, but just go out even with their wives or girlfriends, whatever it is, I should run into a black person I'd say every 3rd time I go out. So 33%. It should be much higher than that, but they don't really come out. And it just trips me out. It really trips me out. And I met one last weekend too, when I was with somebody. And yeah, I took his number and all that stuff. So I don't know. I want to see more black people out. I definitely do, but not everybody is like me, and I have to understand that. Not everyone feels the same way. Not everyone's willing to, deal with people, look at them. Not everyone's willing to, just know that people around you may not like what you're doing. Maybe some people just can't deal with that. I don't know. Because whenever I see these black people, they cling to me, and I love it. I cling to them. But usually I'm with a girl, so I can't give that much attention. But we just you'd think we knew each other forever. You know what I mean? I buy them drinks, I get them food or whatever they need. Like any black person out here, especially a black female, but I haven't really met any. But any black person I meet out here, automatically, like if they're younger than me, that's my little homie. Like automatic, I try to do whatever they need done out here for them. I try to get shit done. If they have a problem, I try to fix it. All those basic things, like instantly. There's no question. You know what I mean? And I mean black. I mean, there's this cool Indian guy, but it's not the same. People think we're both black, but I'm like, this nigga Indian, he ain't black, but he's still cool. I don't dislike people because they're different. So I don't think it's racist that I treat black people differently out here because they need the help. You know what I mean? There's still this stigma of Russia that, is dangerous for blacks and all this stuff. What is the name? We were learning, I was giving a speaking club last night, and what was that idiom, man? There was an idiom I taught, and I was like, oh, that's like me in Russia. Let me see, 1 second. Where's the website I used? It was like, okay, 50 most useful idioms. And I was using this last night, and I was like, the same exact thing about me in Russia. Yes, Russia was a blessing in disguise. How did I forget? It was blessing in disguise. It was blessing in disguise. And I use that as an example because, of course, when I first came out here almost 4 years ago. No, 4 years ago. It's been 4 years since I first came out here. Now, remember, I haven't been here that whole time. I went back to America 3 times within those 4 years. I've been to Ukraine and other countries during those 4 years. So I haven't just been here during those 4 years, but I've been in Russia mostly for those 4 years. And I've been here in Novosibirsk more than any other place during those 4 years. So that's how that works. But it was definitely a blessing in disguise because when I first came out here, like you guys know from the story, and I'll continue that story once the last video gets 1,000 views. It was more because I was in love. The whole danger thing and all that was in my head back then because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. When I went out with my girl, I'd be in Moscow. I didn't know that much about Moscow at the time, but I'd go out with her and I may run into dudes who look at me and they didn't really know me because no one really knew me yet the first few times I came out here. And like dudes would say shit, do shit. No one touched me, but they say shit and do shit. And yeah, I was nervous, but it didn't matter. I kept doing what I wanted to do because I liked my girl at the time. I didn't care. It didn't make me say, oh, I should go home. No, that will never happen with me. Nobody will ever scare me from anywhere or anything. I'd rather be dead than be scared of somebody. Just like Biggie said, niggas bleed just like us. That's not in my nature. Obviously, I wouldn't be fucking living in Russia. It's not my nature. You understand? It has nothing to do with me thinking I'm untouchable. It has nothing to do with that. My thing is, something's going to happen, it's going to happen. Until then, I'm going to have as much fun as I fucking want. And let the haters wish they could be me, and let the haters try to live through me, but, it doesn't matter. I love it. You know what I mean? I fucking love it. But, yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say. There are probably other things I want to cover here, but I think I got it all. But I'm in a good space right now, and I didn't see it coming. I thought it was time to relax. But you meet people and they just change you. They start making you think about your life, and it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's very crazy, but I don't think I've been in a space. I can give you guys I'll give it another 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, if what I think is happening is going to happen in 2 weeks, I know I've said this before, and I say this every time, but in 2 weeks, if what I think happens is going to happen, I'm never going to underestimate myself again. But I say that every time. And I just don't learn because I always underestimate myself. I think that's a way I protect my feelings. Well, not my feelings. I don't give a fuck. But I guess that's a way that I protect my ego. I think I naturally do that to protect my ego. So if you guys know one of my biggest problems is I never know when a girl likes me, right? Never know. I never ever know. I think that's my brain's way of basically not jump to conclusions and making me feel stupid, making myself feel stupid. So if I think a girl likes me and I try to kiss her, she's like, no, I don't like you like that, I would feel stupid and I'd get embarrassed. But if I assume she doesn't like me and, you know, she doesn't kiss me, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what I assumed. You know, I think I just naturally do that. Like, I really don't know when a girl likes me. Because if you would have saw the person I was with yesterday, and this is the person that Andre knows and anyone close to me knows, or who's been around me the past 2 weeks, I saw her the first time 2 weeks ago, you would know that how I feel about this person. So it's very rare. Let me tell you guys something. It's very rare that I like somebody. Let me explain what I mean when I say I like someone, like a girl. What I mean by I like. It's not just about sexual attraction. That's the first thing. But it's like on my Top Pog channel. If you guys watch that, I always ask smash, pass, or cuff. You know, judge the women. Smash if you just have sex with them, you know, you enjoy yourself. Pass if you don't want to touch them, they're not your type. And cuff is if you marry them. Now, some girls are like, that I see on Instagram that I do videos on, they could be like damn near perfect to me. Nice ass, nice face, everything's great. But for some reason, I just can't say cuff. And I don't know why. And they're like, what's wrong with her? She has everything you like. I'm like, yeah, but there's just something missing. You know, and I don't know what it is. But when I see a girl that has it, I know it instantly. And I just say cuff. You know what I mean? Especially when I see her behavior, like through the videos and stuff like that. Cuff. How she smiles, all that. It just makes it cuff. You know what I mean? And I usually know it pretty quickly. So when I like someone, they have that. And I would talk about this person often, even when I don't know this person. That's how you know I like somebody. So if I don't even know this person doesn't know me, and I'm like, yo, Andre, this girl, blah, 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 blah. Or we could be in a bar, and I see her, and I'll talk about her the whole entire time I'm there. That's how I know when I like a girl. And it's very seldom. I seldomly do that. It's very rare. I seldom do that. Sorry, my bad. Fucking up my English shit. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Nigga need to go to sleep, but I'm still awake, whatever. But I seldom do that, and when I do it, I never forget them. You know what I mean? I never forget them. But my accuracy with getting to know people who I feel this way about has been increasing a lot lately, and I think it's because of the people in my circle who are helping to bring me and those other people together. It's the friends I have. So basically, if I was only a lone wolf, this lone wolf things a lot of YouTubers like, which is okay, but if I was a lone wolf, I would probably have never gotten introduced to these people who I was so interested in. But because of these people in my circle, I didn't have to approach them, they didn't have to approach me. Other people brought us together, and then I realized things were the other way. And because of things like that, you know, friends, I'm telling you guys, friends, my man, friends. Friends are important. Don't sleep on it. You could be a lone wolf all you want, but if you ain't happy with your social life, I'm sure a part of it is because you don't have any good friends or you don't have any friends at all. Bad friends can fuck you up. And I separate myself from bad friends instantly. It takes one, especially from a dude, because where I'm from, if a dude fucks you over, you got to put your hands on him. Or everyone's gonna fuck you over. Kind of like the whole prison mentality. You know, in my hood, I didn't really grow up in a ghetto since I was 13, but before that, it was very ghetto. And for what I learned is you let nobody punk you, especially if they punk you in front of other people in any way, whether it's disrespecting you by sleeping with your girl, not giving you money they owe you. You gotta put your hands on them. You gotta do something to them. And if you don't, you know, you ain't shit. So out here in Russia, I don't have that option because I don't want to go after anybody. And I haven't had to do that. I haven't had to do anything like that, I think, my whole life. I mean, only my closest friends know about me fighting. I don't fight. I haven't been in a fight my whole life, I believe. I mean, this came close, especially here in Russia, but it's never happened. You know, it's usually just drunk guys on the street with that. So, you know, and I still have that mentality that when a man disrespects you, you got to get at him. But in Russia, I don't want to go around fighting people who may have been a friend and tried to take one of my girls out and not tell me. I'd rather just separate myself. If it was a close friend in New York, I'd have to have a sit down with that person, with another person being mediator, so we could solve the situation. That's how I'd handle it. But out here in Russia, it's not even worth it. Because I can't risk being with untrustworthy people. Period. It doesn't matter. I'm not home. I'm not going to risk hanging out with some dude who's a piece of shit and two-faced. I got no time for that here. And I got no space for that here. So that dude is instantly cut off. And I don't want to hear shit from that person, or else there's going to be a problem with somebody else for that person. So that's how that goes. But I haven't had any of those issues here, and that's one thing I really love about the city. The city I was in before this one had a lot of shiesty ass, just sneaky shiesty ass dudes in that other city. I couldn't believe it. But this one, I haven't met one yet. Everyone's been cool here, man. Everybody's been cool here. The guys, the girls. So far, everybody's been so cool, and I hope it keeps going. I just think as long as I stay true to everybody around me, I think it's going to stay this way. You know what I mean? I think it's going to stay this way. And yeah, man, that's really all I got to say. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to play some Diablo, watch some NFL. Business is going good. I just sent one of my models. I'm not going to say I sent because it was her money, but I helped to send her to a Drake concert. She was so happy to see Drake, and Drake gave her little sister a shout out at the concert. And it feels good that I'm part of the reason she could do that, because I was the first one to say, hey, you're beautiful. Why are you doing this stuff for fun? Let's make some money. Now this girl has more money than she has if she had a job. And she ain't even working. It's because I know how to monetize shit. I know how to help people around me, and I know how to grow. I know how to flip. I know how to hustle. You know what I mean? I'm still looking for more models to work with, you know? I'm talking to a good number, but, you know, some people, they're just kind of nervous about their image and stuff, but I understand. I'll get to that later. And no, I don't manage models in Russia. It's not about Russia at all. That's about the internet. They could be from anywhere. I don't care. And so, yeah, that's basically it, people. I just got a lot off my chest here, and, yeah, man, let me know what you think. You know, you can leave your comments and shit. I'm gonna let comments go. I mean, I'll come by and block the haters so I can have an actual discussion with you guys, because I like the actual discussions when you guys ask me questions about Russia and stuff like that. I like that. I really, really like that. So I'm trying to keep this page. No, I'm trying to stay more social on this page. But you know, with all the haters and stuff, it makes it difficult, and it kind of makes it a little annoying for me to come here and try to leave comments when half the comments are just stupid shit. You know what I mean? But for you guys, I should stick through it. You feel me? That's basically it, Nyekos. I'm out. Later.